Good morning and thanks for joining us for KBOI 2 News Midday. I'm Rick Douglas. Now to your top 11 stories at 11. The Boise City Council last night scotched an interim plan that would have allowed rideshare service Uber to charge for rides in Boise. City Council members said they wanted stronger insurance requirements and background checks. The council is scheduled to review and discuss a permanent set of regulations on February 24th. Also discussed at last night's meeting, a new plan for Rhodes Skate Park. Homeless people have used the area around the park as a place to stay and sleep. But with a potential groundbreaking set for May, it'll become an off-limits construction zone. Some homeless people we talked to say they're already making plans to move.
I got a campsite about half a mile away from here. There's other people that are going camping in the same area. I mean, we're not supposed to, but where else are we going to sleep?
KBOI 2 News asked how the city will handle relocating the people who currently live in the area. The mayor's spokesman says construction signs will be posted and police will be on patrol. Well, this morning, residents of Idaho City are having to boil their water for a third day in a row, and those in charge of the water system say it is unclear when the boil order will be lifted. The order was issued Sunday when water coming from the waste treatment plant appeared cloudy. The cause is heavy rain and snowmelt carrying soil into Elk Creek. Idaho City residents are being told to boil their water for 1 to 3 minutes. The 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals has found that St. Luke's health system violated antitrust laws when it bought Salzer Medical Group of Nampa. That finding agrees with an earlier ruling by a lower court. The 9th Circuit says the buyout would likely raise health care costs by giving St. Luke's a dominant market position in Nampa. Idaho's Attorney General says the next step in the process is for St. Luke's to undo the acquisition. Do you feel lucky? Well, if you do, or maybe even if you don't, it's time to pick up a lottery ticket. The Powerball Jackpot is up to an eye-popping $500 million. That's the 5th largest prize in the game's history. If you want to buy a ticket, you have until 7:55 tonight. Opening statements are scheduled to begin today in Texas in the trial of a former Marine accused in the deadly shooting of Navy SEAL Chris Kyle and his friend Chad Littlefield. Kyle and Littlefield had taken Eddie Ray Routh, suffering with PTSD, to a gun range as part of his therapy. The defense team is hoping to convince a jury that Routh was insane at the time of the shootings. He faces life in prison without parole if convicted. It's been a heartbreaking morning for a Chicago area Little League team. The Jackie Robinson West baseball team has been stripped of its 2014 national championship title after it was discovered that the team had used ineligible players. Little League Baseball announced this morning that an investigation found some of the players lived outside the Chicago area, a clear violation of league rules. Jackie Robinson West had been the first all-black team to win the National Little League title. A Fruitland family is asking for the public's help after their service dog Jasper was struck by a car this week. The vet says he has to amputate one of the dog's legs at a cost of about $2,000. Tiffany Telder says Jasper helps alert the family about daughter Brittany's seizures, something he was bred for.
He alerts to her seizures sometimes 10 to 15 minutes prior to a seizure, so we can make sure she's safe.
Replacing Jasper is not an option, so the family has set up a GoFundMe page for Jasper's surgery. The total raised has climbed over $2,100. If you'd like to help, just go to our website, kboi2.com, and click on this story. How many amendments does the U.S. Constitution have? Well, that question and others could well stump some of us, but soon every high school student in Idaho might have to know the answer to that question and more in order to graduate. Twin Falls Senator Jim Patrick says Idahoans should know their U.S. history. So he's proposing that students take a civics test at any time during their 4 years in high school, as long as they pass it before graduation. The Add the Words campaign has one more rally planned to try to make lawmakers listen. The rally is being organized by Idaho's LGBT youth. It's a group comprising young people from Boise, Nampa, and Caldwell between the ages of 12 and 20, as well as their families and straight allies. The group says it'll be a peaceful demonstration. They just want their voices heard. The rally is planned for 4 this afternoon on the steps of the Idaho Statehouse. Legendary UNLV basketball coach Jerry Tarkanian died this morning. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame back in September 2013. Tarkanian put the run in the Runnin' Rebels at UNLV, taking them to 4 Final Fours and a national championship win in 1990. But he also had celebrated run-ins with the NCAA for trying to push him out of college basketball. Tarkanian died this morning after several years of health issues. He was 84.